Merry Christmas, everyone. It's the 24th of December today, Christmas Eve, and it's pretty warm out. Yeah, it's been a roller coaster of weather here. It's this December we've had, man, there was a day or so there that we had mid 60s, and then we'll drop all the way down to 0 degrees, and then now today I think we're almost pushing 40 here, and we had a little bit of snow in between in times, and that all melted off, and looks like we're gonna have to settle with a brown Christmas. It is what it is, I guess, but makes it a lot easier for the cattle to graze their stockpile, though, that's for sure. Yeah, we're in the perennial pasture here again today, and I'm expecting we'll have about 2 days worth left in this pasture here. Then we'll be heading to the south end of this farm and grazing some more stalks and other stuff. We had some 60-inch corn over there that was kind of somewhat a failure. I do the prop side of things with my brother and my dad also, and he was all saying, oh, if you don't put any residual down for the corn, you're gonna have it full of weeds. Well, we tried the 60-inch corn out, and come to find out, when you expose the soil that much and you don't have anything growing there, it's gonna put something there for you anyway. So I don't know, I kind of call it a success and a failure all in one. If you're not gonna put something down, nature sure will cover itself anyway. So looks like I better shut this water valve off here. Well, we got the water shut off there, and now we're gonna walk up and take a look at the cattle here and show you a little bit about what we're grazing here. And I think the last we were in this pasture, must have been the end of October or so, so it's been about close to 2 months, I'm guessing, since we've been here. And we hit it with our grass finishing steers, and I think there was one cow calf pair that we had left in here and stuff. So but yeah, there's a little bit left here for them. I suppose there's probably maybe 10 inches or so of grass. We can take a look here quick. It's not the most high quality anymore. The steers already took that, but this is plenty good cow feed left here. A little bit of green left in it. This stuff here, it doesn't stockpile just the best. This is mostly brome grass here, but turns pretty brown once you get to winter time and get all these cold hard freezes on it. Now if we had fescue in this pasture, on the other hand, it'd probably be green yet. So I really love fescue for wintertime grazing, that's for sure. But I don't know, we're still fairly early here in the winter season, I guess, so to speak. So yeah, they'll definitely find value in this, more so than they would in a dried hay bale, because there's plenty of green they can find in here. We'll get up here and take a look at the cows. Saying cheese. Well, you guys excited for Christmas?
Yeah. Tomorrow's Christmas.
It sure is, isn't it? It's kind of weird having a brown Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. But sure makes for easier grazing though, doesn't it? For the cows. Should we go take a look at them?
Yeah.
There's our dog Rusty. Hey Natalie, go slow, sweetie. You don't want to scare everybody. I know we have tame cows, but you don't need to change that. Yeah, the cows sure love the grass. Everybody's doing really good, and everybody still also has their calves on them too yet, so that's another thing to keep in mind. Nat, hey Ashton, just wait for me, buddy. I know you like your cows. Look at this heifer right here. That girl is just a tank. She is quite the little girl. You gonna pet her? It's just unbelievable how big around she is. She'll be 2 in May. Rusty, no, don't do that. Like I said, he's still in training yet. He likes to play. There's our bull. He's holding his flesh pretty good yet. And there's nothing better than grazing stockpile in December or February or whatever month it is. Anytime you can keep them out here and picking up their own feed, spreading their own manure. All you have to do is move a wire for them. That is time well spent. Definitely pays off. Especially when you don't even own a manure spreader or skid loader or anything like that. And you can have a herd of cattle like this out on your land, and it's a beautiful thing. And it definitely increases your bottom line, that's for sure. Next year, I don't know, we've always only had our grass finishers and stuff on this pasture. But next year we got the mother-in-laws now, and that's going to be in full production since we seeded that down this year, and we got a beautiful perennial stand going out there now. So this whole cow-calf herd plus the finishers, I believe we're going to take them all over there and just keep them together, and maybe even add in a few more head of stockers from the sale barn if we have to get it to the full potential, I guess. But the wife and I are actually kind of maybe in the process of buying my uncle's share of the dairy farm where we also work full-time and stuff too. So that might change things too. And if we do end up going that route, we'll probably use this pasture for heifers, dry cows, and stuff like that, and trying to convince Dad to put all of them groups of cattle together and graze them like this. Put them all in one big mob and move them around. And then I said if you need a place to spread your manure from the conventional dairy there, you could spread it right behind the cows every time they move off of a paddock. It would work out really well. Man, these cows are just happy, happy, happy. Heads down, content. Just grazing away. And man, you can't, well, I wouldn't say this is the most beautiful weather. It's really foggy out here today. It's already almost 1 o'clock, but it's not frozen or nothing. Let's take a look down here, see what the soil is like right now. It's supposed to be frozen, but pretty dry. I haven't had any moisture except for that little bit of snow we've gotten, that's for sure. But I could shove a stake right in that ground yet. It isn't frozen hard yet, but you go out on them corn stalk fields where you don't have any good cover and stuff, and she's frozen like a brick, and you got to use the drill to put stakes in and stuff. Definitely a lot more work you can always do to improve your pastures. Like look at this pasture here. I got all that heavy brush on the side hills here and stuff. I know I've cleared out a lot in them trees already with the cattle and stuff, but definitely can do more. Tighten them up, stomp her down, and you'll be building more and more pasture as time goes on. Old tires and junk in here from before we even bought it. Yeah, we got a big sinkhole in this place, don't we? There's actually 2 of them in this pasture. It's kind of weird, but yeah, there's one here, and we get a ton of water coming from the neighbors up on the hill over there, and it all flows through the culvert and then comes right down into the pasture. And usually it's coming right through the ravine right there, and then once it gets into the pasture here, it all infiltrates. And I remember earlier on when I first started grazing in here, there'd even be a creek running right through the pasture, right down through here.
Dad, look right here.
It's crazy how much it's changed already and improved. Yep, there's a big tire there, isn't there? Maybe a guy could even use that for a tire tank, huh?
Yeah,
someday.
A tire tank.
Yeah, we could probably eventually, if we ever want to make one. Wouldn't be a bad idea.
What's going to be the bottom of it though, Dad?
Cement. Yeah, it would be nice to have a water source down in here for the winter time so you can graze easily. But the only trouble is when you have a permanent water source, if you try using it when it's muddy out and stuff, that can create a mess. And it's really not that hard to water these cattle when it's wintertime like this, you know, since it's so cold out and everything. Their water requirements are just so much less. There's over 60 head here with the calves, and yeah, I got that 660 gallon barrel, and I rarely have to have it full for when I water them every day out here. So, you know, you figure everyone's like, oh man, watering them every day, that's just a chore, you know. And it's like, yeah, well, you're feeding your cows bales of hay every day, and then when you do that in the yard, you got to haul the manure away and everything else. I'd say that's more of a chore than what I'm doing. And then they're spreading their own manure out in the fields and everything and getting really good distribution everywhere, like right across the fence there. It's just beautiful, beautiful. But with that, enough rambling on by this guy. Kids want my attention, I guess, so I guess I better give it to him. Right. All right. Wow. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks for watching.